friends. Sorry we're not at school. I'd much rather be hanging out with you. So, in the meantime, I thought I'd read you a story. Unfortunately, all my Pete the Cat books are at school. I don't know if you knew this, but I used to live in Australia, so some of my favorite books are from there. Australia. So, today we're going to read Harriet, You'll Drive Me Wild by Mem Fox. Harriet Harris was a pesky child. She didn't mean to be, she just was. Who was a pesky child? That's right, it was Harriet Harris. One morning, she knocked over a glass of juice just like that. Oh no, what did Harriet knock over? A glass of juice, you're right. Her mother didn't like to yell, so instead she said, Harriet, my darling child. I'm sorry, said Harriet, and she was. What did Harriet say? That's right, she said I'm sorry, which is very important when you make a mistake. At snack time, she dribbled jam all over her jeans. What did she dribble on her jeans? That's right, it was jam. Her mother didn't like to yell, so instead she said, Harriet, my darling child, Harriet, you'll drive me wild. I'm sorry, said Harriet, and she was. What did Harriet say? She said, I'm sorry. Before lunch, when Harriet was painting a picture, she dripped paint all over the carpet. Oh dear, what did Harriet drip on the carpet? That's right, she dripped paint. Now her mother didn't like to yell, so instead she said, Harriet, my darling child, Harriet, you'll drive me wild. Harriet, sweetheart, what are we to do? I'm sorry, said Harriet, and she was. What did Harriet say? That's right, she said she was sorry. At lunch, Harriet slid off her chair and the tablecloth came with her, just like that. Oh no, what did Harriet slide off of? Oh, she slid off her chair. What a big mess. Her mother didn't like to yell. So instead she said, Harriet, my darling child, Harriet, you'll drive me wild. Harriet, sweetheart, what are we to do? Harriet Harris, I'm talking to you. I'm sorry, said Harriet, and she was. What did Harriet say? She said, I'm sorry again. Later that afternoon, when Harriet was meant to be sleeping, she ripped open a pillow just like that. 1,000 feathers flew in every direction. Oh no, what flew everywhere? That's right, 1,000 feathers. Oh dear. There was a terrible silence. Then Harriet's mother began to yell. She yelled and yelled and yelled. Oh no. I'm sorry, Harriet cried. I'm really, really sorry. Oh, what did Harriet say? She said she was sorry. Her mother took a deep breath. I know you are, she said, hugging Harriet tight. I'm sorry, too. I shouldn't have yelled, and I wish I hadn't. But sometimes it happens just like that. What did Harriet's mom say? She said she was sorry. Big mess, said Harriet. A very big mess, said her mother. And she started to laugh. What did they do when they saw the big mess? Oh, they laughed and laughed and laughed and went on laughing as they picked up the feathers together. What did they pick up together? That's right, they picked up the feathers. So today we read, Harriet, You'll Drive Me Wild. was the pesky child? Yes, it was Harriet. She had trouble all day long. Now, some of your parents might be thinking you're going to drive them wild. So if you make a mistake, what should you say? That's right. I'm sorry. I miss you terribly, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Bye.